Hello historians, hello scholars. Here's a video on how to score your evidence for the evidence lesson. Make sure you have this spreadsheet open. If you don't know how to do that, check the previous video. So as you're going down through the sources, you are trying to support the assertion that ancient Rome was or was not civilized. So each source is going to have a little description and where the source comes from. And what you need to do is follow along on your spreadsheet. So as you can see here, source A, the historian's account. This is source A, historian's account. You can read this little description, and then you're going to score it. Now, here's a chart for helping you score it. When I'm reading this, I need to decide, does this source support the assertion that Rome was civilized? And if it does, that's a +2. Does this source somewhat support the assertion that Rome was civilized? +1. If it makes no difference, you give it a 0. If it was somewhat supports the assertion that Rome was not civilized, -1. And if it supports the assertion that Rome was not civilized, -2. So say you read this one, and this is just hypothetical, this is not an actual answer, and you decide, you know what, this somewhat supports this assertion that Rome was civilized. So you could go over here, and you could give it a +1, and there you go. And it's going to take the plus away, and it's going to make it just 1. Now let's give hypothetical numbers to each one. So the source B, you give it a 0. Source C, you give it -2. Source D, you gave it 2. This one, you gave it 0. Say you gave this one 2 and this one 1. So here your total is 4. If the number is positive, that means you are arguing that ancient Rome was civilized. If it's negative, you're arguing that ancient Rome was not civilized. If it comes out to a 0, you have to explain why it's not possible to answer it with the sources given. All right, but make sure that whatever your assertion is, that you are giving 3 pieces of evidence from here. So from A through G, you're giving an evidence and an explanation. Also, when you score it, make sure you give a reason, okay? So go back and look at why you're going to give it. So when you watch this video, what from the video gave you that score? So in the end, it's going to add up all your scores, give you a total, and in the end, you can give your assertion. Ancient Rome was or was not civilized. So hopefully that helps you guys navigate and get through this part of the lesson. I'm also going to give you another video on how you can think about these different sources and how you could score them individually. So this is just to help you navigate the spreadsheet.